So I'm prepping for a flight to Chicago for an upcoming private intel contract that I'm working on. And I'm at the airport in Tampa and I'm watching what people are eating at 7 o'clock in the morning before we get on a flight to go wherever they're going. And it reminded me that I've never talked to you about what I eat on a flight and why I eat it. And it's so important because what I hear from friends, family, followers is that flying is a pain. Flying is a risk to health sometimes, it's a comfort, it's a lack of comfort. And then when you get to the other side, you're uncomfortable or you're tired or you have stomach cramps or whatever else from a lack of food or the wrong food or who knows what, right? Everybody complains about the air in the airplane. They complain about the way it dries you out, it dehydrates you, etc. So what I want to do is share with you my best practices for what I eat in the hours before I actually board an airplane. Now, this is what I do no matter whether I'm flying for an hour and a half or whether I'm flying for 14 hours. The only difference is when you're taking a long international flight, oftentimes they will serve you food on that flight, and then you have a few more options. But by far, the one thing that I always start with is water. Water is critically important before and during a flight. So bring your own bottle of water, buy water at the airport. Always say yes when they offer you water on the airplane as the steward or the stewardesses walk by. Second, I lean heavily on white foods in the morning. What I mean by that is I lean on hard-boiled eggs. I lean on bananas because the actual banana meat itself is white. I lean on cheese, I lean on yogurt, I'll even lean on a glass of milk because all of those dairy-based or fruit-based natural foods are not processed and they oftentimes carry some very awesome benefits in terms of the caloric intake, the simple proteins, the complex carbohydrates, all the things that your body needs to digest efficiently, quickly, and well during a flight, which is exactly what you want it to do. Special call out to bananas because they're high in potassium, and the potassium in a banana does two super cool things. One, it keeps your muscles, the blood flowing through your muscles, and it keeps your muscles oxygenated so you don't suffer from leg cramps or back pain or whatever else during the flight. But also, bananas, whether they're yellow or whether they're brown, have different gut benefits. Brown bananas are actually good for helping your gut to stay regular. Yellow bananas are actually good for binding your gut. So if you have any concerns about an unpleasant trip to the restroom mid-flight, a yellow banana will do a lot to help prevent that from happening. All right, so the other thing that I almost always do whenever I'm getting ready to fly is I stay away from anything salty or processed. Now, this might seem like a no-brainer to you, but then when you stop to think about what planes offer you in flight, they offer you salted nuts and processed crackers and all sorts of stuff in bags and packages and boxes. You want to stay away from that stuff for sure. And even worse, a lot of times when you're walking through an airport, the stuff that's being sold at restaurants is also bad. White bread, white rice, salty, saucy meats or salty, oily vegetables. All that stuff is just going to make you feel like trash. So if you want to know what to pack, I always try to pack something simple, something that has either a wheat grain in it, like a wheat bread peanut butter sandwich, or a wheat bread butter or cheese sandwich. Those things go a long way to make a flight comfortable. So all in all, what I'm saying is plan early, lean on your water, use those cheat code all natural white foods that I was telling you about, like bananas, cheese, yogurt, hard-boiled eggs. Those are going to take you a long way. Avoid anything that's covered in oil, heavily salted, heavily sugared. If it's coming out of a box or a bag or a package, it's not going to feel good during the flight or on the other side. Always have mints nearby because mints do a lot to just lighten your mood and make you a little bit more comfortable, especially when you start to feel that 6, 8, 12-hour taste of doing nothing but drinking the same water or even drinking sodas and stuff mid-flight. So that's my plan for today. That's my recommendation for you anytime you travel, and that's what you will see me doing anytime you sit next to me on a plane. All right, take care.